Hello friends and fellow dreamers, welcome to Wonderville Studios. Have you ever had a dream, something that you knew deep down inside that you were supposed to do? You poured everything you had into it and you read all the books, you listened to the teachers, and still at the end of the day it failed? What do you do when things like that happen? Do you get back up? Do you listen to the people that said, man, that's such a dumb idea? Or do you just figure out a new way? Get back up on your feet and give it another shot. I've asked myself these questions thousands of times, and I've had a lot of experience in it. Today we're going to talk about it while I continue the 75-foot doodle. Before we get started, I probably should add that none of these are really my ideas. These are things I've heard or been taught or have been lucky enough to be around. They're really designed for people like you. Maybe you are one of those ones. Maybe you're a dream chaser. Maybe you gave up on your dream, or maybe you're just a kid like I was back in the day, wanting to grow up to do something really cool, and you just have no clue how to do it. That's what Wednesday is all about. Wednesday is about sharing my experiences in hopes that it really just inspires one of you. And I'll just do it while I do a 75-foot long doodle. Why not? Alright, so full disclosure here, this is the second take on this, and the reason why it's the second take on it was that I forgot to hit the record button. So anyway, we'll roll through this so you can see what you've missed. You know, this is from last week. This was all last week. And pretty much from here to here is what I recorded last night, or I should say this morning, and completely forgot to hit the record button. So how fitting that this is about failing and getting back up. Because trust me, I wanted to give up after this and just say, you know what, this video is not going to count. But today, I made a commitment to myself to do something different and new and do this vlog, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Alright, so let's pick it right up where we started. So, continue this doodle from here. So, the whole idea of being a dream chaser, yeah. Where did that start for me? Well, for me it started when I was about 6 years old, and I used to watch Saturday morning cartoons all the time. I was obsessed, and I totally loved the Jetsons and the Flintstones and all these old cartoons, you know, Woody Woodpecker. And, you know, I found out one day that people got paid to make cartoons. You know, and from that point on, that was what I wanted to do. I knew for a fact that when I grew up that I wanted to be a professional baseball player, or I wanted to draw cartoons for a living. And that was pretty much it. Now, I would love to say that it was that easy and I grew up and this is exactly what happened and all that good stuff like that. But, you know, along the way I had a lot of naysayers. I had a lot of people that told me that it wasn't going to work out. I had a lot of people that didn't believe in me. And I'm sure that all of you have had that experience too. You know, it's always those people that tell us that we're not going to make it, that really all they're trying to do is they're just trying to take away your joy. They're trying to take away that thing that makes you happy, because probably more than anything, they're unhappy with some decision they've made. So, you know, I encourage you that if you're that person right now that's wanting to chase something crazy, and you have people telling you that you can't do it, don't listen to them. You can do it. You have to find the way to do it. Now, it's not going to be easy. Trust me, it is not easy at all. You know, when I told everybody that that's what I wanted to do, you know, some people were supportive, but the people that really stuck out are the ones that weren't. And the ones that weren't are the ones that kind of continue to drive what I do today. You know, whether it be you just want to kind of prove them wrong, or you want to show people that, like, you know what, you can do this stuff, you know, and you turn that negative into a positive. And that's really what I've spent a long time doing. I remember vividly in 8th grade, a guidance counselor of all people, telling me that I wasn't going to amount to anything because I didn't apply myself in other classes, that I cared too much about art, and I had these crazy dreams that I was going to draw cartoons and be a professional baseball player. You know, which, by the way, he's still around, and I cannot wait to one day, you know, show him different. But, you know, it's one of those things where you just go, like, I don't understand why a person would want to take somebody else's joy away. So, you know, take it from me. You know, I come from a small town in Ohio. I didn't have exposure to how to make cartoons. I didn't have exposure to, an animation studio. I didn't have exposure to anything. What I did was, much like this in a different way, is I had Sunday morning papers and I would draw the cartoons out of them. I would draw baseball cards all the time. I drew things that I loved because it was in those things that I loved drawing that I learned how to do and ultimately translate that into what I do. So, if there's a dream that you're chasing, chase it. If there's people telling you that you can't do it, don't listen. You can do anything that you want to do. You can be that change that you want to see in the world. You can be that. And how do you do that? You do that by being you. You do that by being a good person. You do that by doing things that other people aren't willing to do. Now, be smart, unlike myself, where you just jump head first and don't take the time to get to know anything. Ask people. Get around people that could help you. Ask all the right questions. Be careful of who you spend your time with. Think about your time in terms of money. If every minute of your life was worth $20 to you, and is that person that you're spending that time with right now worth your $20? Are they using your time to their advantage, or are they adding value to your life? And I would say if they're not adding value to your life, then it's time for you to find something else to do. So many times that we spend chasing other people's dreams. You get a job and you work hard and you don't get that thing. You work hard, you go to school, you study real hard and you don't get that test, right, because you're really focused on something else. It's okay. Those things aren't going to be things that are going to change your life, whatever, but it's those things that when you chase the thing that you're loving and that you're wanting to do, that I think you'll find real joy, and then in that the real you will come out. I mean, the reality is this. The bottom line is simple. We got one shot at this life. You have one chance to do exactly what you want to do. There's no redos here. We don't get to come back and see what happens again. This is it. And I say, no matter what, the most important thing to do in life is to be good, to be happy, to be positive, to be yourself. Chase your dreams because the dreams are about you. They're not about them. Be that change that you want to see. Be the weird that you want to see in the world. Because the weird you is exactly what the world is waiting for, because we have plenty of normal people. So that's it for today. This is this section of the 75-foot doodle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you are doing something crazy like this as well. It looks like probably we're like maybe 5-6 feet. But anyway, have a great day. Be you. Be happy. Be the weird you want to see in the world. And I'll talk to you later. See ya. See that? When in doubt, weird it out. Be yourself. There's only one you.